The weather outside is frightful. In my workshop it's delightful. Now don't worry, this is not going to be a musical. And you've heard my singing and you're probably glad about that. Anyway, last week I got 2 packages in the mail. And ironically, the senders don't know each other at all, but they came from very close together in Ontario, which is in Canada. And this little piece of wood here, I'm really looking forward to cutting this into pen blanks. And I'll show it to you. And of course, this is another order from William Woodwright. So let's have a little look-see. Well, look at here, another free sample. Okay, looks a lot like the dragon scale, only slightly different. That is really nice. They call it Shimmering Tide. I'll be turning that one too eventually. Thank you, Bill. Anyway, as you can see, I got more than one kit here. I think I got, what did I get, 5 of them or 6 of them? 3, 4, 5, 6. So I can make half a dozen. And yeah, let's see what we got here. Well, I already know what it is, because I've seen it on Skype. Came from my brother. Yo, bro, have fun. Now, if somebody was to handed me this and said, "What is that?" I'd have said, "That's a piece of coal." But it's not, it's wood. Now, this is so black that what I've done is I've opened the camera up a full stop so that you can actually get to see it. Otherwise, it would look like a piece of coal. In other words, I've greatly overexposed it. Now, you guys that are camera buffs, you'll know exactly what I'm up to here. Now, apparently, what had happened was, this piece of wood came from somebody who makes musical instruments. But they couldn't use this piece, apparently, because of the crack. At least that's the way the story goes. But I can see where I can get at least 4 normal-sized pen blanks out of here, and then maybe 4 short ones left over. Well, 2 more anyway. Be interesting to see what happens when I saw this, which I guess is probably the next step. Now probably all of you woodworkers recognize that instantly as ebony. Now the only time that I'd ever touched ebony before was, the black keys on an old piano. Now, ebony is usually found in southern India or western Africa or somewhere in Indonesia. Definitely not Canada. And it comes from a tree that looks something like this. And when they cut it down and cut it up, it looks a little bit like this. And you can sort of see what I've got here. Looks like some of the samples that I'm showing you now. Now, because I'm a little bit scared to cut this piece of ebony, let's waste a little bit of time, and we'll look at the pen kit first. And you know, whenever I buy a pen kit, I always buy extra brass tubes. Sort of a safety margin, just in case. Now, according to William Woodwright's website, this is supposed to be a titanium kit. Black titanium and titanium gold. So it's probably going to be a real well-wearing kit. In other words, I'll never wear it out. Now, I'm always amused when I do these close-ups because when I look at it I can see every little fingerprint and every little piece of dust that I didn't get off. Hopefully I'll have it all cleaned up for the final showing. Now here is something I am just noticing. You see this crack right here? Well, if I turn this over, the same crack runs all the way through. Now I know it looks like it's going in a different direction. That's because I flipped it over. The top points to here, so if I flip it over, that should mean that the bottom should point that way. Let's just see. Yeah. So if that crack runs all the way through, when I cut this, it's possible that it's going to break in half on me. Well, we'll soon know. But it won't be until the next video, because I'm running out of time here.